There's a question I think that Laker Nation is not asking, and that is, if Portland did not do us the favor of buying out DeAndre Ayton, what other moves would this Lakers management have taken? No one saw DeAndre Ayton coming. No one saw that he was going to be bought out. No one saw that. And we know that before DeAndre Ayton was bought out, I believe we had $14 million to spend, and we used 6 of it on Jake LaRavia. Now, before we signed Jake LaRavia, Dorian Finney-Smith had left. When Dorian Finney-Smith left, I thought the Lakers became a worse team, substituting Jake LaRavia in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, if you say the Lakers were better because we got Jake LaRavia, okay, fine. Either way, it's a move on the margins, right? The Lakers keep making moves on the margins, and I believe those are moves to tell Laker Nation to shut the fuck up. I believe that's why they're making those moves. There is nothing significant coming from this management. There's nothing significant coming from Rob Pelinka. All that we get from him are moves on the margins, moves on the periphery, right? And I just gotta ask, if DeAndre Ayton wasn't bought out, what would the Lakers have done? Let me ask you, what do you think the Lakers were going to do? Because I gotta say, man, it seems like the Lakers are getting credit for something that they shouldn't get credit for. And it seems like that's always the way it happens. You know, and a lot of you are going to say, well, if it always happens that way, then maybe there's a plan behind it. No, there is no plan behind it. I'm watching. There's no plan behind it. Look, man, this Jeffrey Epstein thing is a big deal right now, right? And I keep seeing the president go from one story to the next story to the next story, and in between, everyone is asking about Jeffrey Epstein. And if it's not, well, we're giving weapons to Ukraine, or you guys should be concentrating on the flood, or he's been dead for so many years, who cares? It's always something except addressing that issue. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that issue is an issue, you know? I'm just saying that the same type of politics I see that govern the way this administration is navigating around this Jeffrey Epstein thing is very similar to the way I see the Lakers moving around what the main thing is. And the main thing, when you are a Laker fan or a fan of any basketball team, is you getting the personnel together to win a championship. And you know what I'm starting to find is, last offseason, in which we did nothing, is starting to track more and more. It's starting to make more and more sense about what the MO is of this front office, of this Laker management. You know, I don't know yet what it means, the fact that majority ownership was just bought out by this rich man, when you still have Jeannie Buss sitting there as governor. Yo, I just got through making a post, and I know a lot of you guys are going to think I'm a hater, right? But I just got through saying, yo, Jeannie is a Nepo baby. She's a nepotism hire. You know, her wealth, her being, everything she is because of daddy. And that's just the truth. Okay? And when it's like that, and many of you guys already know this, she is not a self-made millionaire or billionaire. She is not that. So the pennies matter to her. I just so happened to see a story that said NBA owners are pushing back against expansion because they're afraid that the expansion team is going to cut into their money on the revenue side, right? With this new TV deal. They're afraid any expansion team is going to cut into their cash. Would expansion be good for the NBA? Would expansion be good for the NBA? I'm inclined to say yes. Then why are people pushing back against it? Are you guys starting to see the correlation I'm making here? If expansion is good for the NBA, then why are owners pushing back on it? Because it touches their bottom line. That's why. And you better believe that if there was some kind of plurality or split in the vote of whether we need to expand or not, does anyone not know what side Jeannie Buss is on? Or at least would have been on had she still been the owner of the Lakers? Right now she's governor, she got some part ownership, but had she been owner of the Lakers like she was a month ago, which side of this issue would she be on? The side that helps the NBA or the side that helps her pocket? In the same way, on a little bit lower tier, which side is she on? The side that helps the Lakers or the side that helps her pocket? I gotta say, I might have been being unfair to Rob Pelinka. He's an innocent he is the target. He got the bullseye on him. He's the face that everybody is going to come for. You know, I might have stated this before. I used to be on LakerGround.net and LakerNation.com. I used to post on there. And I got kicked off because this is like 10, 15 years ago, man. They kicked me off because I would come at Jeannie Buss. And they were saying, and so many people said, oh, well, she's Laker royalty, this, that, and the other. How could you, such and such and so and so? To the point that they started getting disrespectful. But when I got disrespectful back, my words kind of cut a little bit deeper than theirs. And they tell on me and all kinds of shit. Well, I ultimately got kicked off. But that is to say that, you know, anyone who watches this channel, the few people who watch this channel, you know, I don't respect that nepotism baby way of conducting business. I don't respect it. I don't respect the fact that she keeps bringing in people who are unqualified, undeserving, inexperienced, and giving them chances when you got a 40-year-old LeBron James on your team. I don't respect that. I don't respect the fact that when you have LeBron James, a top 10, 15 player in the league, and Luka Doncic, a top, arguably the best player in the league, I don't respect the fact that when you have those two guys, you're punting seasons. And that's the reason why I ask, and I want you guys to answer if you got an answer. If DeAndre Ayton didn't get unexpectedly bought out by Portland, and if he did not decide to come to the Lakers for $8 million as opposed to the $14 million we initially had, I believe it was 14, what were they going to do this offseason? Because Jake LaRavia is the only move I've seen them make. Did we bring in DeAndre Ayton? Yes, but I just got to explain it to you. I just gave you context. He was unexpectedly bought out. And he took $8 million when he could have taken more. So, what do you guys think the Lakers were going to do? You know, I look at Rui and Gabe Vincent and what's the other? Maxi Kleber and those expiring contracts and shit. I look at their expiring contracts. I'm not so sure that the Lakers wouldn't rather just play it safe and keep them. If they trade those guys, they're going to trade those guys for 2 years. For a 2-year player or players. See, they got this 2027 plan, man, and I'm telling you guys, you talk about risky. Right? You're banking that Giannis or Nikola Jokic is going to come to the Lakers. And you literally have a bird in the hand in LeBron James. And you want to punt 2 seasons to wait till 2027. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And let me tell you something else they're doing. They're trying to placate you and me. They're trying to placate Laker Nation. They're trying to tell everybody, yo, we're doing the job. We're doing everything we're supposed to do. And hopefully they could just keep giving you enough to push the can, kick the can down the road. Kick the can down the road. And that's what I'm seeing them doing. And, Yeah, man, for one, I'm tired of this shit, man. I am so tired of it. Do you think it's appropriate that if you have a LeBron James, a Luka Doncic, and a Austin Reeves, and now you have DeAndre Ayton on your team, do you think that's enough to just stop? Do you think that those guys on one team is enough to say, yo, we need to do more? Or do you think it's enough or not enough, and we just need to stop and just, collect ourselves and go after something bigger when we have the assets? Right? Because that's what we're on right now. That's what this team is on right now. Anyway, yeah, man, I couldn't, as the summer league is going on and the free agency season and trade season is starting to die down, I know what they're doing, and I don't want to let them off the hook. Right? They're trying to be let off the hook. They're trying to let you guys go on vacation and be placated by summer league, and then football season starts, and they're trying to play that game, man. Don't let these people off the hook, man. These are undeserving, unqualified people who are running the Lakers right now. Make them get up off their ass and do something. They're so undermanned right now. You know what's funny? I was watching the news, and with this Jeffrey Epstein thing again, because I feel like it's a damn near perfect parallel. With this Jeffrey Epstein thing, you could tell that the president would kind of put out, right? He put the word out. Yo, you talking heads, you people who podcast, you people with audiences, encourage the masses to stop talking about this. So you saw Charlie Kirk and you saw Laura Ingraham tell everybody, why are we still talking about this? They were the biggest proponents of putting out the Epstein list. Now you hear them talking shit like, yo, why are we still talking about this? We should move on. There's so much more to talk about. Blah, blah, this, that, and the other, right? They're doing the work for the president. President puts some shit out and they're doing it. And that is what I'm talking about with the talking heads in Laker Nation. They won't say it. They'll talk all around it and make it sound sweet, right? But they won't say it. You know what I mean? And that's what's killing me right now. Because I feel like they help play. Again, I'm not saying Laura Ingraham and Charlie Kirk are working with the President of the United States. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they heard him and they like him and they're helping him. It's influencing how they speak to the masses. And that's what I see with Laker Nation. That's what I see with As It Stands Lakers. That's what I see with Laker, not so much Laker Legacy. He's solid, man. But that's what I see with, like, really the Kamenetsky brothers, Alan Sliwa, right? And I like those guys. But some kind of way, word is coming down, and they're picking it up and running with it. And they got the biggest audiences, and they go and they say this shit, and they, it's like, yo, you want me to lie to you and make it sound fly to you? Right? And they decided, yeah, that's what people like. They like you to lie to them and make it sound fly to them. And that's what I see that they're on, man. And we got to be careful that we aren't picking up the bullshit, because this Laker management is bullshit. It's unqualified, uninformed, inexperienced bullshit. That's what it is. It's a sorority. Nepotism and fraternization. Right? My friends, my buddies, people I like, people who make me feel comfortable. Yeah, all y'all come in. And that's what the Lakers got to watch. But yeah, man, as everything started winding down, I couldn't help but ask, is this it? Is this it? Because if they had another plan, they got a center. Is that it? Is that all that they decided they needed? I don't know, y'all. We'll see. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and I'll hit you next time.